Yo, everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report RASSLIN edition. All in, bitch. Rolling. I'm your motherfucking boy, Big Black.
I'm your boy, Scam Dolo.
And he's all out.
I'm all in, just not that in.
I just mostly watched it. Oh, god damn. That shit was a banger for what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I watched a terribly edited highlight video to recap myself as a little refresher before we started recording. Yeah, bro, the framing was off. Like you would figure they would show like all the like good spots of the match. He was showing like where they were like picking each other up off the mat, and like it was very weird editing. But I just needed a refresher about certain things, so it didn't really matter.
Hell yeah, let's kick this shit off, because that's all we talking about. All in London's Wembley Stadium.
We're starting off early in the afternoon for us here on the East Coast. 0 hour started at noon for me.
Oh, actually, I didn't see 0 hour.
Yeah, so kicked 0 hour off with the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Adam Cole and MJF taking on Aussie Open. Great match. But yeah, Adam Cole and MJF came out victorious.
Oh, they are
the Ring of Honor. Yeah. So did you not watch the final match?
I just, like I told you, I got like an hour left. I was fast forwarding, and then I literally just spent the last like 55 minutes trying to fix my AC. So I saw up into. I saw like.
I thought you were watching that while you were doing all that.
Oh no. I saw basically like midway up until the Acclaimed match.
Okay.
So like two matches I missed, maybe 3.
Yeah, because they came. Well, they had the belt on them when they came out for the main event, so that's why I was wondering. But yeah, so they won the belts, beating Aussie Open in the first match to open up the card. Then after that, we had the FTW Championship. Hook taking on Jack Perry. This match. Jack Perry came out in a British limo, so it's not like the limos we're used to. It just looked like a extended car with clear windows, no tints on them whatsoever. So he came out in one of those, and they basically started fighting right there in the stage where the car was, and like using the car as a weapon and like powerbombing each other on shit on the car. One little spot that happened during the match was who was it? Hook. I think it was a back body drop to Jack Perry onto the windshield. Or was that before or after? I don't remember. They were using the glass windows in the match, and Jungle Boy looked in the camera and said something like real glass, or like he made a comment about using the real glass because apparently there was a report that CM Punk, who was involved with creative on Collision, told them not to use real glass in a segment on Collision because he thought Jack Perry was trying to get out of work or some shit like that. So that's why he made that little comment. But yeah, in that match, Hook ended up beating Jack Perry, so he is the new FTW champion again. The second reign for that. But apparently right after this match and before the pay-per-view opened, formerly Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and CM Punk got in a shoving match in gorilla position over the comment. And then CM Punk and Samoa Joe came out next because they were the next match. So he was right there. Apparently they sent Jack Perry home while CM Punk and Samoa Joe were having their match.
Really?
Yeah, that's the reports coming out of All In.
There was a sign. I know I'm kind of jumping the gun here. That said, what did it say? Best at being a bitch, or best in the world as a bitch, or some shit. A CM Punk sign. Yeah, it was so great. But it was like right there when he came out. Like Cortez pointed it out to me. He's like, yo, somebody says he's a bitch. It's like as soon as he walks out, they show it, and I was like, oh shit. Best
I
in the
missed
world
it.
at being a bitch. But yeah.
But yeah, so
Interesting. Always something
yeah,
with
and
that guy.
there were reports that they also made CM Punk leave right after his match, but then I seen a report saying that CM Punk left whenever when
Just
he
fun.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. That dude, yo. Like when there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? Like never heard any real backstage issues about Jungle Boy
But I
other than like
mean,
creative.
true, very true. But out of all the issues, like this one seems like it's not really his fault.
No,
Like if
definitely
he's
not.
part of creative and he's worried about wrestler safety, and then one of them makes a comment on the biggest pay per view of the year, the biggest event of the year, live on TV, like obviously
Yes,
you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck?
right. But here's the problem: as somebody in a power of a position, you can't stoop that low. Like you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to go there. You know.
Yeah. But, I mean,
And
we weren't there. We don't
anyways,
know
I don't.
exactly
Right.
who started it and
Pure
all that shit,
speculation.
but
All I'm saying is, anytime I get the chance to shit on CM Punk and shine a light on his character, which has been kind of repeated over the last year, I'm going to do it. Anyways, they had a good match though.
anyways, real world championship on the line. CM Punk and Samoa Joe. Yes,
All
they beat
right.
the shit out of each other. Um, kept going back and forth. Yeah,
England
it was
does
a good fucking
not
match.
like CM Punk. Holy shit.
No, yeah, but yeah, Punk was able to defeat Samoa Joe in the end and keep his real world championship. The Ring of Honor TV championship wasn't on the line. It was just the real world championship. So Punk didn't lose. Not Punk.
Joe.
Joe didn't lose his belt.
Word. Yeah, that was a good one.
But yeah, it makes sense because I mean we're going to All Out, which is going to be in Chicago. So it makes sense for him to go home with the belt.
Exactly.
And I think there's rumors that it's going to be him and Starks at All Out. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is, but that's the rumor I heard.
Okay. The rumor
after that, we had the Golden Elite taking on, which was Hangman, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi, taking on Jay White, Juice Robinson, to the Bullet Club Gold, and Konosuke Takeshita. This was a good fucking match too.
Wow, it was really good.
Really good fucking match. But Takeshita and Bullet Club took the win over the Elite.
Stole that shit.
Yeah, stole that shit right out from under him.
It's like my least favorite move.
Expect?
Right, my least favorite move. But again, it makes sense as a heel to pull some shit off like that. So I'm like, all right. I was like, oh shit, I was shocked. Like you could hear the whole stadium just like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you hear everybody thinking that was great. Oh, speaking of that, real quick, it was they broke a paid attendance wrestling event for the whole world in pro wrestling. 81,035 tickets were sold to that event. If that many people showed up, they didn't confirm, but it doesn't matter because that's money spent and money in their pocket. So, which is fucking crazy.
Also, when there was a special person in the attendance.
That was literally the last thing I saw before like shit hit the fan.
Oh, really? They showed her a few times, but Mercedes Moné was in attendance in the crowd, possibly teasing her upcoming free agency, possibly signing to AEW.
Yeah, that would be huge. Or even if it's just like a few matches, like yeah. If she,
it's nice to see her there. I mean, she got friends.
No, I gotta stay on track
like that. So
I gotta stay on track. But basically, I'm like, if she wrestles in AEW for a month, that's gonna elevate the women's division for like a year and a half, just from her being there that short amount of time. But anywho,
just gotta give them more time.
Absolutely.
Next, we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line in the rubber match between FTR
good.
and the Young Bucks. Yeah, this is probably one of the best matches of the night. Awesome tag team match, back and forth. So there was a lot of false finishes at the end. Like, good. It was nuts at the end. I really thought with Cash's legal issues, I really thought they were going to lose the belts, but
I did too.
They were able to beat the Young Bucks and win the trilogy.
Again,
and are still the top guys.
I'm still talking signs. There was some dude in the crowd that had a sign that said "Fear the Revolver."
That's great.
I died, nigga. Those Brits, those Britishes, they sure know how to have a rowdy, fun time.
Yeah,
man,
yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, so that, like I said, solid, fucking not solid, not even solid, just fantastic tag team match.
Yeah, it's fantastic. There was even extended like singles runs in there too. Not like the traditional like tag versus like no, nigga, these two guys are only in the ring. The other two guys are out of sight, out of mind. Like there was a lot of good shit.
Cash Wheeler going for that splash off that fucking, was it 360 or 450 splash off the top rope?
That was crazy. I didn't know he had
Caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. But that's exactly, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to say that match, again, not like we needed to see that kind of shit, but it really showcased like them niggas, both of those, all four of those guys can damn near do anything when it comes to pro wrestling. Storytelling, you know, technicality, high flying, power moves, just like it's really, yeah. What a treat. What a treat.
Yeah, and at the end of the match, FTR tried to shake the Bucks' hands, but Bucks just kind of turned their backs on him and walked away. And yeah, that was that. But then we had the Stadium Stampede match.
Oh God, it was so much.
Which we had Santana and Ortiz, who came back from wherever they were on Wednesday, foaming back up. But rumors coming out of that shit is that they're still not on good terms. But props to them for still being able to work together.
Hell yeah.
But apparently Santana is still not fucking with Ortiz or Eddie Kingston. That's all the reports I'm seeing. But still put on a good match. Like I said, Santana and Ortiz was teaming up with Blackpool Combat Club. They came out with the surprise partners. This match ended up going from a 12-man tag match to a 10-man tag.
Okay,
well, not tag, 10-man match, because they wrote Phoenix off TV by injuring him when Santana and Ortiz made their comeback. They like got him stretched it out and shit like that. They beat his ass. But
that's what I missed. Okay.
The main thing was the reason they did that is because I think he's applying for a visa. He's trying to get a residency or something like that, so he can't leave the country. Gotcha. That's why they did that, to write him out of the show so that he can stay home and not lose his shit.
Yeah. Nah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it was, like I said, Blackpool Combat Club, Santana and Ortiz taking on Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, and Penta. This match, obviously, fucking Stadium Stampede, spot fest,
money,
all kinds of crazy shit going on. Wow, these assholes really gave it a D. But anyway, I just scrolled down. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so fucking got all kinds of crazy shit. I don't know if you did you catch a little bit of GCW with the barbecue skewers?
Oh yeah, yo, that shit was the best part.
That was straight up deathmatch wrestling 101 right there.
Instantly was like, oh yeah, Skame ate that shit up.
The only thing, Penta fucked it up. He was supposed to take the rubber band off the skewers before he did it, so that once he hammers them in and lets it go, they all fan out. And it looks so much better. That's why I don't know if you realize Moxley did it.
I saw him do that.
Kind of fell out at that point because Penta didn't do it right. But it was still brutal as hell. Those things looked like they were deep in there.
Yeah, they were in there. They were definitely in there. I'm like, I was like, either he had some kind of cosmetic on, which is not the case. I know, because them shits was in there deep. That was the point I was making. Like,
yeah, those, especially Moxley. Moxley's at heart. He's a deathmatch guy. Yeah, like those guys are like, yo, just jam it in there until you feel my skull. Like those guys are wild. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that wasn't the only thing in this match. Fucking Orange Cassidy went straight up kickboxer, put his taped up fist in glass and tried to like orange punch people with that shit.
That shit was crazy, nigga.
What else do we have? The barbed wire board. barbed wire wrap chair.
See, he ended up catching Claudio with that shit.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy.
Penta ended up getting taken out of the match at some point.
That's
but
right.
Ended up coming back as Penta Oscuro in the all red suit.
They killed him and he came back.
Yeah, he came back and did the fucking sunset flip powerbomb off a ladder to Santana through 2 tables on the stage.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah. This, like you said, spot fest.
Yeah.
Like
so
if you
much
were
shit going on.
Okay, I mean, I think here's the problem with that D score. You can score it a D if you're trying to watch a wrestling match where there's story, where there's development and all that stuff. Yeah, I can see you giving it a D for that, but that's not that kind of match. So you got to take that stupid fucking brain off and just take it for what it is. This is just violence. Yeah. That's all it is, and it fucking delivered. A+.
Yeah. Moxley stabbing Cassidy with the fork.
Oh man, so many times.
Sue, Trent's mom making the trip to England. Sue's Trent's mom Sue came out with the huge pop coming out with the British minivan.
Oh my god, that shit was great. I swear to God, she got the biggest pop of the night that I've seen.
She got a bigger pop than Penta Oscuro did.
Yeah. Yeah. A bigger pop than Tony Storm. Yeah, it was crazy. Sue. Fucking Sue.
Yeah. Orange Cassidy, best friends. Eddie Kingston and Penta were able to get the win over Mox. Castagnoli, Yuta, Santana, and Ortiz. So we'll see what happens coming out of that. I'm curious to see what happens with Santana and Ortiz if they're still like really not on speaking terms. It'll be interesting to see how that tag team functions.
Yeah, bro. We'll I mean, you don't know. We'll see. And you know, in the history of wrestling, not every tag team gets along. So like, it's kind of a thing.
Next, we had the AEW World Women's Championship on the line. Girl Hikaru Shida defending in a 4-way match against Britt Baker, Toni Storm, and Saraya. Saraya is at home in England with her family in attendance.
Yeah.
So you already knew. I had a feeling she was going to win into this match. And as soon as I seen all her family in the front row, I was like, yep, she's definitely winning this shit.
Yeah, she came out with them. I was like, oh, yep, she's winning. Yep, there's no way in hell.
That's exactly what happened. Saraya beat up Maul. She's the new women's champ. Her and Toni Storm got into it in the match. Looked like the Outcasts are breaking up. Even Ruby Soho came out, tried to interfere, got a little bit of it. So yeah, looks like that little faction splitting up, which will kind of make sense if Saraya's champ now.
She don't need these bitches.
Yeah,
it was good shit.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
I feel like that was gonna happen, whether or not Jamie was the champ. You know, like I feel like Shida got a free reign in there. Real quick.
The only thing that confuses me is why let Tony drop the belt to Shida right before this happens? Why not just have Tony come in?
So honestly, and I thought about this too, and the only reason I think is because while she was the champ, she never got that like ovation from the fans on a huge level. So I'm thinking Tony Khan's not an asshole. Let her walk out to 80,000 people as a champ because she deserves it, because she carried the women's championship during the pandemic, and then lose the fucking belt.
What you mean?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
That's the only thing I can think of, honestly, since Jamie got injured and shit. Like, well, fuck it. Let's just do this, and then boom, 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 you know, so.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, as expected, Saraya picked up the win. And new women's champ. Great match all around, though.
It was a good one. The girls always put on good matches, man. Tony.
Then we had the coffin match. Sting and Darby Allin taking on Swerve and Christian Cage.
That was a good one, too.
Swerve came out with fucking some rapper dude singing his music. Yeah, was it? Who Kid wasn't the one singing the song, was it?
No.
Yeah, he came out with them, right?
Yeah, he came out with them. I was like, oh shit, DJ Who Kid, looking like an old version of DJ Who Kid, like still mad young, but got like a little old man pudge, like older guy.
Yeah,
middle. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But yeah, that entrance was
Yeah,
cool.
so fucking coffin match, no holds barred, all kinds of crazy shit went on. It was fucking thumbtack jackets, all
Yeah,
kinds of shit. Sting's bat, coffin drops on the metal coffin.
yeah, they beat that coffin to shit. I was surprised at
Yeah,
how many bumps they all took on that coffin. Like that shit was
yeah,
crazy.
but Darby's coffin drop on that shit was the hardest one.
Brutal. Oh,
Oh, Sting trying to put Swerve through the table, but the table didn't break. He just bounced off it, and then they fucking did it again. That
it
was
was
great.
funny. On the announcement, Excalibur was like, "That's that hardcore British steel."
The British table.
No, he said he called it a steel table, like legitimately.
Oh,
Said,
did it?
yeah, and
I
I was
didn't
like,
catch the steel
"Oh,
table.
I always make jokes about steel tables," and then he's like, "It's that hard British steel table." Like, nah, dog. But yeah, that shit was great. Stinger.
Yeah,
Anyways,
at one point, Nick Wade came down because Luchasaurus had came out. But Nick Wade tried to come down, take out Luchasaurus with a skateboard, but Luchasaurus wasn't having anything of it. Ended up, what was it, chokeslammed him on the
choke
skateboard? I
slammed
think
him
it
on the
was.
skateboard.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then carried him out.
dude, that was awful.
Yeah, it was a brutal match.
Ugh.
Yeah,
But
good
yeah,
shit.
yeah, the Darby and Sting one at the
Yeah,
end
Darby
there.
and Sting won. Oh, and we had the Joker Sting, who's been in effect for the last like week and a half. One of his old TNA Impact gimmicks.
Hell yeah, bro.
The
Love
Joker
that
Sting
shit.
face paint, and a little Easter egg for us old ass WCW fans. He came out to Seek and Destroy, which used to be his WCW entrance music
That's what I
way back in
figured.
the day.
Okay. Okay.
I think it was just an instrumental that they used, like that beginning riff for WCW. But yeah, he came out to the full Metallica song for this shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Throwbacks
pretty
all
dope.
around.
Next, we had Chris Jericho taking on Will Ospreay
Oh,
in a great match, I thought.
yeah. Will
I
Ospreay's
seen people online talking a lot of shit about Jericho, saying that he was botching all kinds of shit in this match, but I really didn't remember noticing much.
he only botched one move, and then that was he tried to do the Osprey cutter and just like went way lower than he had to, and it looked like they collided heads, but like that was the only thing. I'm like, you fucking jump off the bottom rope, the most fucking dangerous rope in the goddamn ring. You fucking land that at fucking, how old is he? 50? Go suck a dick.
Yeah, 50 something.
Go suck a dick.
But yeah, this is a great match. I mean, I love Ospreay. He's a fucking beast. Jericho's still a beast doing shit. But Ospreay got the win. Ended up having to do what was it, 2 Stormbreakers and 2 Hidden Blades, something to take him out.
Yeah, like yeah. And even before then, I think he hit him with like a mean ass power bomb to like start that whole chain of events. Yeah, it was crazy. It was good. Got his ass beat.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of an obvious one, obviously.
Homeboy.
Will Ospreay's at home. He's a younger guy. And we know Jericho will take a L just to help somebody.
Right.
So I knew this was going to happen. And also Jericho came out singing his entrance music.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
They had was his guitar player there? Was somebody there playing guitar off to the side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. I thought I seen that. Because obviously they didn't show it in that terribly edited highlight thing. I'm like, didn't he come out with somebody?
Yeah, his whole band was up guitar? There. They were like all.
It was the whole band. Okay.
They were all on
because I had
stage, and then he walked down.
Went to grab
himself.
a snack. I went to grab a snack and ran back and like seen somebody in like face paint. Was it like silverish face paint or something?
Something
white
weird.
Face paint.
I don't remember. He had a white suit on. I remember that, but in some kind of weird makeup.
Some weird looking dude, and then it cut to Jericho singing coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they got the band there. But
yeah, it was the whole band up there on the top. And then he came out with Sammy. And then
I seen Sammy coming out with him.
Sammy tried to give Jericho his respect, and then Jericho kind of blew him off. So more story development with the 2 members of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that's going to fully dissolve at some point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so after that, After that, we had the AEW Trios Championship on the line. House of Black taking on the acclaimed and badass Billy Gunn.
Badass Billy Gunn, baby.
Daddy ass is retired. Billy Gunn came out of retirement to kick some ass. But this was a great match. House of Black came out. They had their normal entrance, but everybody in the crowd, because everything goes out, they put up their phones, which was what they used to do for Bray Wyatt.
Nice little tribute.
And then as they were coming out, Buddy Matthews, who used to wrestle in WWE, had a lantern, which was one of Bray Wyatt's gimmicks when he did his cult leader Wyatt family gimmick. So he pulled that shit out from behind his back and kind of set it in front of them as they came out. It was a nice little tribute to Bray.
I really, not to, fucking make light of. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, we actually it's big news, but we didn't talk about it. We talked about it amongst ourselves.
So hyped about All In. I forgot all about it.
Bray Wyatt of the WWE, of the Rotunda family, passed away over, was it last Thursday?
Last Thursday, yeah.
Crazy shit. And then the day before, Terry Funk passed away.
Yeah, the day before Terry Funk passed away.
Yeah,
it was a sad week for wrestling.
Yeah, crazy. Two heavyweights gone in 48 hours. It's fucking pretty crazy. But yeah. But like I was saying, not to make light of the situation, like I loved the outfits that they came out with.
All white.
Those masks.
Yeah, the masks.
I need all of them. I was like, I need Malachi's, I need Buddies, I need Brody's, I need Julia's, I need all these masks, because they're fucking nasty.
Yeah, they look pretty dope coming out. But yeah, awesome match. And they made it. The Acclaim said they made it a no holds barred match instead of the regular House of Black rules. Yeah, house rules as they call it. So it was just all out, no holds barred. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. They went back and forth, and the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass were able to pick up the win, and they are the new Trios champions. So at 50-something years old, Billy Gunn is the champion once again.
That's fucking tight. Yeah, I only saw up like halfway of that match. So from this point out, I ain't got really much else to say. But that's tight. Billy Gunn got himself a motherfucking belt again.
Yep. Yeah, solid fucking match all around. Like I said, but yeah, good shit. Definitely need to finish watching that one.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. Like this, it's like 45 minutes left, I think, in the whole pay-per-view, so I got to finish it.
Yeah. And after the match, spoiler alert for you.
Oh, just fine.
After the match,
part of the game, baby.
House of Black kind of ripped the belts out of their hands, took a moment, and then gave it back to them to give the Acclaimed and Daddy Billy Gunn their respect.
Got it. Yeah, because it's Ring of Honor.
Mm.
Nice.
No. These are the AEW. These are the AEW trios.
I know. I'm tripping, bro.
Wrong trios belts.
I know. I was just flashbacking in my head because I didn't see the end of this one. I was replaying the original trios, the first trios match in my head. So yeah. Anywho.
Then jumping into the main event, we had the AEW World Championship on the line. Adam Cole challenging MJF, who both wrestled earlier in the night and won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, like we mentioned.
Okay, so I'm only missing half of the Acclaimed. And
you were damn close.
All right, word.
But yeah, so this one, awesome match, obviously. MJF came out in his devil, world's greatest magic secrets revealed mask. Came out on like a, wasn't like a throne. It was basically like I didn't even remember to look at it like well enough to get a description, but from what I remember seeing it was like on a chair on a black box that they carried out or some shit, all wheeled out. It wasn't like a throne, but it was supposed to be there. It was weird. It was a little weird, but it was a nice little entrance for him.
Hell yes.
But yeah, so they They would started doing their thing, started having their match. They both got out of the ring, went under the ring, pulled out shirts, the Better Than You Baby shirts, both of them put their shirts on and started wrestling. But it was a good match, and like the entire time, MJF, you think he's gonna go back to his typical heel ways.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he was going to do one of his typical heel things, he thought twice about it and didn't do it. Or even like certain things, like he was going to tombstone Adam Cole on the announce table, but he didn't. He pulled back.
Okay.
The little shit like that. But every time Adam Cole had the opportunity, he did that shit. And then he like at one point, I feel bad ruining this for you, but at one point he hit MJF with it wasn't a sheer drop brain buster. It was more of a suplex, but they said it was the brain buster on top of the stairs on the outside.
Ooh.
And like after he did it, he looked at MJF as he was like out on the mat. He looked at him like, "Oh shit, what'd I just do?" kind of thing. But at every turn, Adam Cole was taking the opportunities to do whatever he can to win the belt. And every time MJF had the chance, he was pulling back. So it's like, oh, they're doing what I thought they were going to do. Adam Cole is going to turn his back on MJF. He's going to be the heel in this. Roderick Strong came out and tried to get involved and force Adam Cole to do certain things. But Adam Cole didn't take advantage of it. And MJF ended up, first they ended up knocking each other out with their arms over each other.
Oh, wow.
And so the ref counted the double pin, said it was a draw. Adam Cole grabbed the mic and asked for 5 more minutes, like he did with their last match.
Oh yeah.
And MJF he goes, no, and everybody starts booing. He was like, because that's not enough time. Blah, blah, blah. So they started it up again. Adam Cole tried to go for like the cheap win, like rolled up MJF from behind, but MJF was able to kick out. Roderick Strong came back out. How did the ref got knocked out twice? I forgot what the first one was, but the second one he took the Panama Sunrise.
Oh shit!
Because Adam Cole was lining up MJF to do it, and MJF like rolled out of the way but pulled the ref in the path. so he had was it Bryce Remsburg with the Panama Sunrise, and I think that's when
wrestler man he got it.
I think that's when, that's when MJF tried to pull out the Dynamite Diamond ring. He put it on his finger, and he was going to use it, but then he took it off, put it back in his trunks. And then some blah, blah, blah happened. And then I think that's when Roderick Strong gave Adam Cole the belt, told him to use it, but he didn't. And MJF ended up rolling him up in a little small package and beating him, keeping the belt. And made Adam Cole very sad. Looked like he was going to cry in the corner. MJF went over. He was like, I got lucky, dude. I got lucky. You're the man. Like talking him up and shit like that. And he goes, hold on. I got something. He goes out. He grabs the Ring of Honor tag team belts. It's like, we still got these. Adam Cole threw the belt away. And everybody started booing. And he was like, I fucking knew it. I knew you were in it just for the belt. You don't give a shit about me. Like talking all kinds of shit. And he gave him the championship belt and told him to hit him with it. So MJF was standing with his back turned. Roderick Strong came back out, started screaming at him to hit him with the belt again. And MJF didn't, Adam Cole didn't do it. They ended up hugging it out, which threw me off. I really thought Adam Cole was going to turn heel, especially the way the entire match played out. But yeah, they hugged it out and ended the match ended the pay-per-view celebrating.
Nice.
Yeah.
Noise. Yeah, I gotta watch them shits, man. It's funny because I was on the internet and I spoiled the Samoa Joe CM Punk match for myself. But even then, but I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, Joe got this. I'm like, nigga, you know the result. Like, what the fuck? So it's still even knowing the result, it was still such a good match that I was like, yo, Joe's about to win. Nigga, no, he's not. So yeah, even spoiled it, whatever. It's still gonna be a fucking nice ride.
Yeah, I mean the matches are great. Obviously, I didn't cover spot for spot, so
Right.
there's a ton of shit you're gonna see. Like, oh, that was nasty.
Hell yeah, man! I can't wait. Got a long night ahead of me.
Yeah, yeah. It was all in all, it was a fucking solid pay per view. They killed it out there.
Yeah, they did.
They at the end of the show, you'll see they announce All In Wembley 2024.
Nice. I figured they was going to do it again.
Going back next year.
It's going to be even bigger next year.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say too, the pyro that they had was really nice.
Yeah, stage was nice too.
Yeah,
stage was really nice. They had the big video screen stage, but then they also had the tunnel, which was all video screens, which looked dope.
Yeah, that's
the nice. Pyro. So they had the stage pyro, and then they had the pyro coming out of the open roof at the same time. So it was like extra pyro,
and they had pyro on top of the ring where the screens were at.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right.
It was fucking crazy. Yeah. It was fucking. Yeah. It was. I don't know. I guess I don't watch enough WWE, but it was like Super Bowl-esque with the pyro for some of the wrestlers, which was fucking crazy. And the drone, they had like drone shots, and it was just beautiful. It was like, wow, like these niggas really went all out for All In. This is fucking great. And like you just really confirmed, like I said, I knew it was gonna happen, but you just confirmed it. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, at the end of the MJF Adam Cole match, like Raiders, they're about to go off the air. Well, not Raiders, but they're about to go off the air. But like after the match, while they're celebrating in the ring and shit, and they did all that bullshit with the belt and hugging it out and all that. Excalibur announces it. Yeah, I think the date is like. What was this one on the 25th? I think
this was the 27th. Just yesterday, homie.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it was the 27th. So I think next year, I forgot what the date was, but whatever. It's almost a year to the day. Yeah. 2024. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, and I will watch that one live
until something comes up.
But real talk though, it's like now I know that one of our friends' kids' birthday is during an all-out weekend, so now I know to plan around that shit. Yeah. But anyways, good shit, good wrestling. There was a lot more. This was the go-home shows for Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. So there's a lot of shit that we didn't talk about that you can find on the internet. But
yeah, I mean, but we also had a 3.5 hour pay-per-view to talk about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking to people who are watching this. Go find that shit out on your own is what I was gonna say, because there's just too much wrestling. Too much in a good way. But yeah, fucking. Oh yeah, so I didn't get to watch any wrestling really this week. Dynamite, my internet went out for fucking 13 hours. Like it was fucking stupid, and then yeah. Anyways, I'm just glad I got to see most of all in before we recorded. So, fuck yeah. Thank you guys for fucking with us. This is the motherfucking Minority Sports Report, RASSLIN edition. Woo! One belt only. The other one is halfway across my room. Make sure you follow us all collectively on the interwebs at TMS Report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the motherfucking bell icon. Skame, where can I follow you, bro?
Follow me at Skame666.
Word. Follow me. I'm at the Beatnik. Next week, I think. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Peace.